So, recording today's daily update while also cooking my tea because somehow the the days are just like disappearing so quickly, and I didn't even realise because I don't really spend enough time looking what's actually going on in the world. Know that the clocks had gone back. So yesterday, I because your phone tends to just do it automatically. Yesterday, I was looking. I'm thinking it's dark earlier than usually, and it was really cloudy and a bit miserable yesterday. So because of that, I thought maybe it's just because of that. Luckily, in the end, I didn't actually set off to the shop as I was planning on doing, because I would have ended up having to come back in the pitch black, all because I didn't realise that the clocks had gone back. So now that's 1 hour less in the day that I've got in the daylight, obviously. But the thing with that is here, it's a little bit spooky on a night time, and for the last couple of, well, the last week, it's felt like I'm here on my own, and that's not a bad thing all of the time. But on a night time when it was cloudy and rainy, it was a little bit spooky, but we're alright. So what have I been doing the last couple of days? Honestly, if I was being paid per hour for the amount of hours I've spent trying to find bits of work and stuff, we'd be doing alright. But that's not the reality. But that doesn't mean to say I haven't been really busy. So if you're new here, I'm Jay. I'm stranded on my sailboat in the south of France because I broke it. If you're not new here, you know my name, and yeah, I'm still stranded on a sailboat in the south of France. But we know we're going to be here for a while. I'm not getting out of here quick because I need to earn some money, I need to fix the boat, and that's going to require some time. But I'm not stuck in the worst place. And actually being able to go plug the laptop in recently during the day has been like really handy. And at the minute I tend to do like two shifts, if you like. So the first one I do in the daytime, have a coffee, go in, plug the laptop in. And if any of the things that I am thinking of to make some money are going to work, they're going to take time. It's not going to be really quick. So the reason the YouTube episodes from the past that I've been putting on one a day, the reason the next one didn't come on yet, it's due to come on not probably around the same time this video goes on. I already had like the next 5 on ready to just put public, but I decided in the end to just go back to the edits and just see if I could do a little more to make them sound a bit better, because there's issues with the volume in them. So I've been spending quite a bit of time doing that. The last update I gave you, I had a day's work potentially to do. The issue was, I think I'd also mentioned, I didn't know what was going to be happening with the buses and trains, and there was a marathon from Marseille into Cassis, which is the closest town to where I am, and because of that marathon, the buses weren't running, so I couldn't get there. And the work actually went from what was originally agreed to then being less hours, and if I'd have ended up getting stuck in La Ciotat, I'd have ended up having to pay for somewhere to stay, which would have cost more than I even earned, and they didn't really tell me what time I'd be finishing the work. Ideally, we could have gone and done it, but by the time I'd have paid for the train, the bus then wasn't running anyway. Like, so for them reasons, didn't manage to be able to go do it. But it's fine. It's fine. Other bits of work like that will come up during the winter in La Ciotat. So that's one of the handy things about being here. So yeah, I didn't manage to go do that. So instead, what I did do is I actually made a friend, which something in the upcoming episodes will be what you do to socialise when you live on your own on a boat and you arrive somewhere and you don't know anyone. So yeah, I ended up going for a hike and had a bit of lunch on the boat. So that was good. What else? Did the live, if some of you saw that. And then yesterday I spent quite a lot of time on designing some t-shirts. And again, it's one of them things that, you know, it'll take some time, but I am here. I can't really go anywhere, and I've had to think about what to prioritize for the best. So really, I'd quite like to get stuck into like sorting the inside of the boat out, because whether I keep this boat forever or don't keep the boat forever, if I ever do come to need to sell it or want to sell it, then all of the half done projects I've done would be as though I'd never done them unless I finished them all off. So there's a lot of things I can do inside the boat that's not going to require money now, because I've already got the bits for it. So that's what I will then be doing. But again, it's taken me quite a long time just to catch up with things. So all of these ideas that I'm now like starting to try and see if they'll work are ideas I planned on sorting throughout the previous year, but ended up not being able to. Just as the summer came to the end, we did obviously, spoiling future videos, but the solar panel battery situation got a lot better, but then the summer stopped, so it stopped being as sunny. If it's sunny, I can now work from the laptop, but here I don't have any Wi-Fi. I can only get internet full stop from the shower block. So yeah, I'm spending my days in there. And yesterday I spent quite a bit of time designing some t-shirts, because I originally thought about doing some merchandise, but I don't think, not many people probably want to buy a Sailing Yorkshireman t-shirt. I'm going to get one, I think, because it might just be good advertising, because there's definitely people before I've wanted to ask, or sometimes people have asked, and if I just had a t-shirt on saying Sailing Yorkshireman with a logo and a YouTube logo, maybe some more people would find their way to this channel, because you don't just walk around telling everyone you do YouTube. But it still sometimes feels weird to say I do YouTube, but it is what. Why do I keep nearly saying it is what it is? It's not. It's been over this. It's my least favourite saying, but my brain keeps wanting to say it, and I don't want to say it. Because it isn't just what it is it? It's, if you just thought like that, you never move forward with anything. That's my philosophy on it. Anyway, I don't need to go on about that, do we? Yeah, all of these little bits I'm trying to do. So the clothes, for example, because that's what I was on about. There's various different ways to make money online, but a lot of them require you to have like certain skills. Like, I'm sure there's data entry jobs online, but they'd be looking for someone who's done that before. But there's various different ways I could earn money without having to leave the boat somewhere and go back. So I'm just exploring them, but they're taking a bit of time. So this t-shirt idea, once I've got a few designs, I did 3 designs yesterday, so I'm gonna just try and make sure every day I add 2 designs, because 3 did take quite a while, into that, and then it's maybe a little side project. But I'm not going to spend all my time on YouTube talking about designing t-shirts, because it's meant to be a boat channel, and it will continue to be a boat channel, but part of the boat channel is ways to make money. So I did put a short on earlier today, which shows the first design I made, and I'm quite happy with it. I think it looks quite good, and graphic design is one of the things I know how to do, so I really need to start and try and advertise that, so that there's potential to make money any way I can. So yeah, that's one way. Will it make money? I don't know, but I need to get it up there. And the reason that needs to take priority is that sort of stuff, if it's set up, it's going to take some time. So I need to, it makes sense to have that stuff set up as early as possible. On the off chance someone does want to buy a t-shirt, it's already done. Like I could, and the easiest thing to do right now would be to start doing the work on the boat, filming that. But yeah, I've just got to spend quite a bit of time at the minute trying to set some things up that might be able to make some money. That's what I've been doing for the last few days really, and before that I was editing the backlog of videos. But I am trying to get them on one a day, just the ones that I did put back on. Especially this episode 45 that's coming, there was quite a lot of bits where the audio was pretty bad, and I don't want to just put loads of really rubbish content out there that will then put people off watching the videos or any future videos. So I'm trying the best I can to like solve that audio thing. I've learnt from it. I've learnt a lot from doing YouTube over the last year, and going forward I know now some of the things I need to do and not do, but I didn't want to just think, oh, these files aren't ideal. They're also not ideal because the file size is too big, so I'm having to merge them all together without being able to clip it properly, then export it once, which takes hours, and then edit the lower file that I've just exported and repeat. So yeah, it's like I work full time. I just don't work full time. But for the last week, it's felt like work. I'm not saying I don't enjoy editing YouTube videos, because I do. But I'd much rather be swimming or spearfishing. But hey ho. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. I have been recording what will be chapter 2 as well, so I'm quite excited for some of that stuff. I am really excited for the t-shirts too. It was an idea, and I'm quite happy with how they played out. A few other ideas about potential ways to make money is well, there's a few things potentially there already in the pipeline, so I'm working on that. And I think something I thought quite a lot about today as well, because my walk to town's quite long, is during last summer there was a lot of potential to make money, and let's say now the boat was okay and I could carry on going west. It's quite a good idea to have this bit of time where I'm tied up. They're not. It's going to cost me. I don't know how much yet, but they're quite friendly about it. They're not like telling me I need. It's just given me a massive breather, which I just haven't had pretty much since I started this. Because as summer started to approach, I was aware the prices was going up. Where I was at with all of this last winter and where I am now is two different things. So. And now there's this real need that I need to make some money, otherwise the reality is I'm not going to be able to do it anymore. So having this bit of time where I can spend some time trying to work out how I'm going to do that, and be able to show you guys as well that watch this, whilst then still being able to do the stuff on the boat. Today, for the first time since I put a little boat trip sign on the front of the boat, some tourists, because I was getting off the boat, was like, oh, we've just taken a photo of your sign to give you a call. Like, obviously you're probably not doing them now, are you? Because it's not the summer, but we live locally, we'd be interested in going. And I was like, no, I'm doing them now in the winter if the sea's calm. And they're like, oh, we didn't realise, so we'll see what we're doing in the next week. So that sign may have brought a boat trip in. I keep saying winter, it's not winter yet, is it? It's autumn. So there's still potential to do them boat trips. It's, you know, people quite like to go see the Calanques by boat, and you can still do that in the winter if the weather's okay. I can't do sailing trips, but I weren't really doing sailing trips anyway. It's just little around, find a little spot over by Cassis, drop anchor, have some lunch, and it's a way of that's the easiest way I have to make money. And yeah, if I can get all of these things sorted and keep my focus as well on the potential of actually earning some decent money next year, so this doesn't carry on always being a struggle, because I can spend some time in the winter trying to set up some little revenues of making money, because that's what I wanted to show at the start of all of this. And I've shown that I've survived on a boat for a year, but obviously last winter I had a bit of money. Now I'm having to show if I can survive on a boat in the winter with no money, which is going to involve having to make some money along the line. So yeah, that's why I've been quite busy doing that. But I have also, you might have seen in a short, I've been on a treasure hunt, and I have found some good options for something I really need, so that will be coming up. I've recorded a few other videos as well about things I learned A, in the winter, and then B, in the summer on the sailboat. And another thing, I have spent quite a bit of time making some YouTube shorts on little topics of what things are on a boat, so they're going to be scheduled to go on as well. I always don't really like the idea of YouTube shorts. It's one of them where it's everything I don't really believe in. However, I did look at the numbers of where subscribers came from, and although most do obviously come from the long format videos, the subscribers from the shorts do actually get some subscribers. And I've always really not put much attention in them. I've made little ones, but I've been doing a bit of research in how to make boat ones that might actually help this channel. So if you happen to come across any of the shorts in the future, or ones I've put on, if you ask me a question in the short, I can answer it with a short, and that's a lot of how they then grow. So if you don't like the shorts, because I'm not sure I do either, I'm just putting them on to try and give the channel a bit of a boost, because YouTube, it's not really helping me. There's people who have messaged recently saying, "Oh, this channel's never popped up," and you've got like nearly 50 episodes on. So I can't rely on YouTube to do all of it for me. So I'm gonna have to think outside the box. But I've had some good ideas with that as well. Anything else? What's the plan for the next few days? A bit more of the same. So yeah, a bit more of the same. But yeah, we're surviving. We're eating. We're probably more comfortable than I've been for the last year, to be honest. Just not having that, oh, well, this time in 7 days or this time in 4 days, I need to get moving. Do I miss being out at anchor a little bit? I miss. Yeah, I do miss it. But this break was like really needed. And I think in a previous daily update I did from just over a month ago, when I'd just arrived at Porquerolles, or was just leaving Porquerolles, and I'd been thinking myself, like, do I need to get off the boat for a bit? And I didn't really want to get off the boat for a bit, but just coming in and being able to step off the boat for a little bit when and if I need to is it's quite, it was needed. And in the upcoming videos from chapter 1, that are the videos everyone's still on with at the minute, I see it myself that if someone should have just gone and dragged me into a port and said just have a day off, like, yeah, because again there'll be a video on it, but some of the things you can't as easily do when you're just out at anchor that you can easily do when you're just in a port. You know, I've just been to do the washing up, and I'm not having to now worry about all of the rust that's building up because I've been washing up in the salt water. And yeah, I'm mostly still here. Well, I am still here on my own, and I'm not saying it's suddenly become like super easy and everything's all great now because I'm in a port. There's still obviously some challenges. It's quite tough. It's happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. I was meant to say that at the start of the video. Happy Halloween. But yeah, it's Halloween, and I've seen things that are happening. I could go, well, no, I couldn't go do anything, but I've seen there's events, activities. A, money. B, from where I am, to go do something in, unless you get in there right in the morning, in enough time to then get back here by night time, it's almost impossible to get back here after 5 o'clock. And even if there was anything going on in Cassis is one of them really rich towns, so even if there was something going on there, the walk back here at night time, you can't see where you're going. It's like super dark and scary. So, and there's someone told me they'd seen a boar the other day. Boars probably ain't going to attack me, but it scared me. Started running out from a bush when I'm walking past. And I used to have boars on the campsite I worked, and they can be quite scary. If you go past I don't know why I'm talking about boars on a boat channel, but if you go past a mum boar and it thinks you're threatening towards, it's not gonna be happy. So yeah, for that reason, it's quite difficult on an evening to go do anything. But what has been really good is on an evening, rather than being sat with, like, sometimes it's been no battery, no laptop, and not being able to do anything productive on an evening, I can and have been on the laptop in the toilet block. It would be absolutely ideal if I could do it from inside the boat still, but the Wi-Fi doesn't work here, or my phone signal doesn't work here. But anyway, yeah, there's the update. The videos are still coming on. Thank you to everybody who has liked, commented, shared, spammed on other channels for me, because there has been quite a big growth on this channel in the last like 2 weeks really. So that's really good, and it's motivating when I see that it's growing too. Thanks to everyone who supported recently on Ko-fi and Patreon. In episode 44, I have put the names on the thing, but I'm not near the laptop now. I don't have any internet, and I wouldn't want to miss anyone's name. But I really do appreciate any support that people have given through that too. Like, really, really do appreciate it. It's actually been like life-saving. No, not. Yeah. Well, yeah. It's been really handy. So thanks for that. And yeah, if you do have any ideas of like some online ways to make money, let me know. I have got quite a few, but they'll all be coming up in an episode, and we'll see how it works out. And if you are interested in a piratey sort of t-shirt, I've got quite a few designs that should be coming up soon. But until then, I'll see you next time.